Ladies, males should submit to you. Without the portals that you possess, males would not exist. Remember who you are. You are gods.
That was Amar Rayal, self-proclaimed alpha female dating coach who gives women advice on relationships and dating.
You already know who it is, back with the tips on how to date like a bad bitch. These are the golden rules. If you haven't completed these tips, dating will be the ghettoest of the ghetto of the ghettoest ghetto.
And I stumbled upon her when I started searching for the term alpha female dating coach. I actually was really intrigued by it. I was curious, what's the difference between regular dating coaches and alpha female dating coaches?
A lady should never have to handle a bill. And I don't want to hear that 50-50 mumbo jumbo. Because has a male ever offered to use his womb for 4.5 months out of the 9 months that you were pregnant?
Amara's videos on TikTok have gained a lot of popularity, although she is receiving some pushback because she's being accused of encouraging women to pursue simps.
It's so funny to me how the men that nobody wants love to call the men that the prettiest, richest, most mentally stable women want simps. They're simps because the best girls want them. So that just means simps are what the best girls want.
The best girls? How is she the best girl? What parameters make her the best girl? I mean, I think she's decently attractive, but she's not in the best shape of her life. And also, how's she considered the prettiest and the wealthiest girl? I don't think she has that much money. She doesn't seem like she comes from such a wealthy background. I mean, she might come from a good family, but doesn't seem like she comes from wealth. Also, in this video here I'm about to show you, she details how this really attractive, tall man was her sugar daddy, if you could believe that.
I had a sugar daddy when I was like 22. He was 6'5", buff as hell, fine as hell. Mm-hmm. He was very respectful, and he used to give me $300 for gas at least every time I saw him. So it wasn't like
what was a trade-off?
And it wasn't a trade-off. He actually liked me, and I liked him.
But he paid you $300.
Not just $300. It wasn't just $300. He was giving me money every single time I saw him, just because he had it.
So what was the trade?
That's what I'm saying. That's a broke man mentality. Like when you're like, okay, I'm giving you money, you need to give me something back. If I like you, you are the trade-off.
No. That's not a broke man mentality. That's a transaction mentality.
Exactly. That's prostitution. This isn't prostitution.
I know.
A lot of the delusion here is that all these broke women believe they deserve a rich man, even though they're out of shape, overweight, and not that attractive.
I'm posting this for the black woman who may come across my page and not realize that you're worth a lot more than what you're accepting. She got $500 just for someone to say sorry to her. I got $500 on Saturday just because a guy met me at a club and I wanted a bottle of liquor, and then I changed my mind on the bottle of liquor, but he already had the $500 out, so he gave it to me. And then a week before that, I got $1,200 to stay with a guy just because he wanted me to stay with him longer. So just so that you guys know, there are men with money that don't have issues giving it to you. If a man has an issue giving you money, it's because he does not have enough. So then you have to reconsider who you're talking to and why you're talking to him. If he ain't black, then go on to a different race. The guys I'm talking about are black and they got money. But if you can't get a black man with money, it's Asians and whites and Mexicans. It's niggas with money out.
I'm glad she's not racist, but does Amar realize that these same black women that us black men don't want, necessarily white men don't want? Because white men, actually, rich white men tend to be more race loyal than broke white men. So if the richer a man is, the more race loyal they become. Also, Amara Rayal is not in the best shape. So what rich white man is going to want a woman like this?
This is me. Day one. I started getting frustrated because I couldn't even fit my clothing. And I was just like, what's the point of me having these expensive pieces of clothing in my closet if I can't even fit them? I just started getting frustrated with myself. Like, why am I letting myself get bigger than I've ever been before? Where do I expect to be in the future if I keep at this rate?
That's actually a really good point. You know, one way to fit better in your clothes? By going to the gym. But does she encourage her constituents and her followers to go to the gym? Absolutely not. Instead, she promotes surgeries and liposuction.
Because when I was like 23, 24, a few of my friends went to go get surgery, right? I felt left out and I was like, I'm about to go get surgery too. And so I put the money up, I flew to Miami, and I was ready to get liposuction. I wasn't gonna get the whole BBL because you guys already know what I got back there, right? I keep hearing women saying BBLs are out of style. And I just wanted to say, so long as my mama's genetics are still on this earth, BBLs are always gonna be in style. And I'm flattered.
Now, I have nothing against bigger girls, but this idea that a woman who's over 250 pounds could actually get a rich man, black, white, or Asian, is ridiculous. I think what a lot of these female dating coaches are doing is selling delusion.
Say this affirmation with me. I'm that bitch. Everybody knows I'm that bitch. And that's why I act like that bitch. This one's for all the bad bitches who are starting to feel ugly because they can't pull a man. Babes, they're afraid of you like the boogeyman. It's not because you're not a cutie. It's not because you're not a baddie. It's because they're afraid you'll take their daddy. Babe, I'm an event. The hair, the skin, I've been taking care of this for years. Don't show up empty-handed. Honestly, I cannot wait to find the perfect guy so that I can close down all of my businesses, quit my job, and rely solely on the hand that feeds me so that I can really bask in this comment. Only bums and losers are always thinking about failing, because none of the rich guys that I know are like, well, if I lose all my money, are you gonna start laughing at me? Because they don't intend on losing their money.
In the red pill manosphere, the alpha dating coaches actually encourage men to get better, improve themselves. Self-improvement. Get fit, get on your purpose, get your money up, improve your game, right? It's all about self-improvement. The female dating coaches encourage women to manipulate, be delusional, and chase after simps. In conclusion, I think all female dating coaches are the same. I think this alpha female dating coach distinction is not very distinct. They have all the same teaching points. Go after simps, go after simps, and go after simps. Also, they never teach women to improve themselves, right? Be happy how you are. Accept yourself. Body positivity. It's okay that you're an obese woman. You still could get a rich man. You still could get a high value man. And all the men that don't want you, they're simps. It's not because you're ugly. It's not because you're out of shape. Everything's okay with you. Everything's wrong with them, right? It's gaslighting. Pointing the finger to men that men are to blame and saying, hey, women, we have no accountability. We did everything right, right? We're alpha queen goddesses. All these titles that mean absolutely nothing. Anyway, that's my video. Like it, subscribe to the channel. The channel's blowing up. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to drop more videos like this soon. Until next time, peace.